and we ain't gonna tell you what we streaming about because if you can read, we know. What?
Oh, these two men, they're so hilarious. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the CTP News Hotwire. I am your host, Coach Rain. Thank y'all so much for joining us on a live stream. And today is going to be all about CTP. We're going to be answering fan questions. We're going to be doing a tier list, and we're also going to be talking about CTP and everything within it. With some special topics. I am joined by Mr. Super Kid Gaming. Say your little thing. I want to hear it. Say it.
Yo, yo, it's me. It's that Super Kick Party.
And I'm also joined by the Expert Gaming. How you doing, Expert?
Help! I'm being held against my will. Help! I'm here for the third time this week. I'm here for the third time this week.
Look, okay,
no, you signed a contract.
You are not. I was about to say you are not held against your will. The first two times, contractual agreements. I don't know how we're here right now.
I think we're stuck in Cole's basement. Check our Twitters if you don't know the reference. We're stuck in Cole's basement.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, hope you guys enjoy it. A lot of you guys have been asking me about fan emails and fan mail, and y'all been sending me a lot of questions lately. So we're going to be answering some of these questions live on stream. But first off, before we get to all of that, we're going to be making a tier list of the brand, of ranking the best brand exclusive pay-per-views so far in season 7. So Expert got a nice tier list made up, and we're gonna talk about each shows and give our opinion on each of them.
I guess. Right. See, once again, look at this. Me, once again, carrying the workload around here. Of course I am. As always. As always.
You volunteered to make this tier list, okay? It wasn't me.
No way. I never do that.
There's no evidence of that, so can't argue.
Shane W said he got here and just heard me screaming for help. This is great. This is already a great stream. Best stream all year already.
Oh my gosh.
This is
fantastic. Man, people gonna think something wrong with you screaming for your life.
There is. I'm being
I see nothing.
I'm being held against my will. Hi, Dino Man. Yeah, hold on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yo, Dino Man. I can't believe you missed your flight to NXT, dude. I literally had plans for you. Where were you? If you would have called me, I could have flown you on my private jet. You would have been on the show. But you didn't call me, sir. That is your fault.
Yeah. He didn't call you. He didn't text you or anything.
No, he texted me. He just didn't call me.
I didn't even know you, dude.
I am quite literally the booker of the brand you are signed to, sir. Get in the car.
I got JW said we'll get him out of there.
Yes, please.
Yeah, please.
Nonetheless, I cannot see this.
I know. I gotta do the transition. You know, the good transition.
Oh yeah.
The professional streamer that I am. The professional streamer that I am. Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, man.
I have no idea when.
Stop hanging out with Logan Paul in Puerto Rico. Stop.
They're not booking you there. Why are you going there?
He's hanging out with Logan Paul and Jake Paul in Puerto Rico. That's why.
Look, come to Orlando next week. You'll be good.
Please. You're missing out on 100 dates. You have a contract. You're signed.
Yes.
All right. Transition. Hooray! We got a tier list, baby. We got a tier list.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yes, sir.
Oh yes. Here we go.
These are all of the premium live events that we have had so far in season 7. This is the WWE Draft, the Raw's pay-per-view Vengeance, the SmackDown's pay-per-view Backlash. We have NXT TakeOver Chicago 2, Judgment Day, Payback, King of the Ring, and both nights at SummerSlam, and the most recent NXT TakeOver Atlanta.
I almost threw up when you said Backlash.
Dude, well, I thought you would throw up when I said Judgment Day, but not.
I almost did. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did.
Oh my god. Well, gentlemen, we want to start off. We're going to go in chronological order.
Backlash.
Okay, so we're gonna go kind of go. So let's rank the WWE draft. Expert, what do you think the WWE draft should say?
Oh, good lord! Hold on, give me a minute before. You guys talk about it first, and I'll come in because I got her link to this tier list in the chat. So give me a moment.
Okay, so yes, we're gonna send a link to the tier list in the chat, and y'all can make your own tier list as well, and we'll showcase them live.
Match quality and show quality and commentary issues alone, this show is getting carried for one reason and one reason only, and that is Chad Gable and AJ Styles. So I'd say this deserves to be in the bad category.
Bad, even though I mean the main event was something.
We couldn't watch the show above 360p. That's bad.
Yeah, that's bad. Well, it is
during
bad.
the premiere.
During the premiere, by the way, and also with the adding issues, we couldn't hear some people on commentary. It was bad. But the main event, it was serviceable, and even experts said it was a really, really good match.
Season 7 is so much better than that. If you watch this season, please don't start from there. Watch from like Vengeance. If you're starting if you want to watch for some reason, if you want to start from a pay-per-view, start at Vengeance, and skip Backlash, skip Judgment Day. Trust me, you'll be fine. And watch everything else. Make sure you watch Takeover Atlanta and Chicago too, and all of NXT, please. Thank you.
Oh my god,
it's hard out here. Being the least loved brand, trust me, getting overshadowed, never promoted, it's hard.
Never promoted? You were promoted for a full week. Anyway,
help me.
There we go. Finally got the tier list in the chat. Okay, continue, Cole.
I would say, if you want to start watching season 7, you can start at King of the Ring.
What? Why would you skip Vengeance and Payback? What's wrong with you?
Right? Continuity. That skips most of the continuity story going into that show. And unless y'all don't care about story, which
how are you supposed to know what's going on with Karrion Kross and John Cena if you go right to King of the Ring?
Well, if you skip Backlash and Judgment Day, you miss some context to
that's SmackDown only. Who carry on.
All right. So okay. So where are you putting this at, Cole? What'd you say?
I would say it's in the bad category. It's bad.
Okay, so unanimously bad. Unanimously bad.
Yeah, it's not
true. And
it's not trash or dumpster. If you watch it on mute, it's a good show.
If you watch it on mute, well, okay. You know what? I would say the only two good matches on the show, of course, both of them by me, Gable versus Styles, and I would say Dar versus Balor. The only match you check out, really check out on that show is Dar versus Balor because that's when the Gargano heel turn happens. So if you're just tuning in, you gotta watch the draft for that match only, and then click off, please.
Yes, continuity.
Honestly, yeah, I fully agree. So I will say bad.
Okay, so we're going bad. So it is not trash. Well, okay, yes. I think Biggie versus Ali 2 is better than one at WrestleMania. Infinitely better than one at WrestleMania.
I haven't seen either.
You're not missing out on much. All right, the draft is going in bad. Okay, remember I put the link in the chat for the tier list. You want to make your own? It's also in the Discord, so check it out. Okay, and send your tier list. Send your tier list and CTP Discord so we can check them out on stream. Thank you.
Send all tier lists to CTP Discord. JW, since you're really not in there,
it was Seth and I think it was Mark Andrews. It was Johnny Gargano and Buddy Murphy. That's when Murphy won the belt from Gargano, obviously, and then obviously Murphy went to NXT, and that's what happened. All that stuff. But yeah, Seth and I think it was Mark Andrews, and then Gargano and Murphy. Yeah, okay, Seth and Mark Andrews was pretty good. Now that I'm remembering, I liked it. I think we're keeping it bad though. I think we're still keeping it bad just because of all the technical and audio issues. There is the bad outweighs the good for the show. Now it goes out for a season, but okay, this one I think it's pretty obvious where this one's going. Vengeance, baby, come on now, don't fail me. Do not fail me. I think this is. I
think the chat's bugged.
I think this is as perfect of a show as they can get, almost.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
What Cole posted the tier list twice?
No. On my screen, J&W's wait, yeah, it was Mark Andrews' text in the premiere. It's still sending.
Really?
Like, for me, it's
Yeah, I don't
happened
see that.
over like
I don't see that.
45 times.
I don't see it. That's weird.
It might just be a glitch.
I think it is, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's just a glitch.
Okay, but yeah, Vengeance. I don't know where Cole went, but Vengeance. I love this show. Still, to this day, I love this show, okay? It feels like an NXT takeover. Prime NXT takeover. It's like 5 or 6 matches on the show. All of them, I think, are pretty good. Some people don't like Lars and Cena for whatever reason. I like it. Also, the Karrion Kross thing. I mean, come on now. Aiden English aligned with Jay White, which now coming back around, obviously, or Rusev and everything.
Wow.
All these months after almost 2 years in real time.
So a lot of Raw's main story has happened.
Yes. Io and Shayna, I think they put an underrated banger on this show in the co-main event. The main event, Big E cost Finn Balor title. Cole, Gargano, and Balor. I'm a J&W. Awesome match.
Mm-hmm.
Big E again helping Adam Cole retain the title. Big E beat Roman Reigns clean. This started the Big E main event run. I think if it wasn't for this,
when Roman wore the red gear?
No, Payback was red gear.
Oh God.
But yeah, that Big E Roman match was just like bam, 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 bam. It was like a car crash match. But I think that started off. I think that's when people realized like, okay, Big E like he's been treated seriously in this season. I think if that match didn't happen, if he didn't beat Roman clean, I think like the stuff with Cross wouldn't have been as impactful. He made a Raw against Balor a couple weeks later. He beat Adam Cole clean at SummerSlam. I don't think that would have been as treated as seriously if he didn't beat Roman Reigns clean here first. Started for.
I honestly agree with you. I say this. Honestly, all the points you're making about the show, I have the exact same things to say. I think it should go in good or great.
For me, it's great. But Cole, are you alive over there? What happened to you? Did we lose him? I think we lost.
It sounds like we did.
Yeah, I think we lost him. So you know what? I think we're just gonna say it's great. I'm putting great. I think just because match wise, there wasn't a single miss on the show. Oh, there we go. Hello?
Oh, sorry. I don't know what happened to my Discord. It started bugging.
Oh.
But yeah, I heard everything y'all said, and I completely agree. I think that this is
typical.
What?
You said how typical?
Yo, Discord went out. How typical?
It always does that. I know.
Yeah.
I think that this is a great show. I absolutely adore it. It's one of my favorite Raw exclusive pay-per-views this season. The main event was just chef's kiss. The Karrion Kross thing, best moment of the year. And just overall, it just flowed. It was, I would say, some of the best work that Expert has put on so far. And the fall and winter of season 7 is going to have a tough task trying to,
Good Lord,
to get better than this for Raw Rise. That's the challenge, and I think that he's up for a challenge. Well, so I say it is a
I think it's gonna be.
Also, this whole show is me and JW. I think it's the first full show without Cole having a match on the show. Of season 7, because Cole, I think he was doing some stuff at the time.
So this is when everything started.
So yeah, I think the show is when Cole realized okay, he can do this by himself. He can do this show. He can do shows by himself, and it'll be, awesome.
So this, all right. So this.
Yes, J&W and Expert proved to me that I don't need to, be there all the time. Yeah, I'm still there.
So Super Kick, you're welcome. You're welcome, Super Kick. Okay.
So he proved. So they proved me wrong that I don't need to be there all the time, and there you go. We had that bar.
And now I believe the only show you really do stuff on now is SmackDown, right? I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Raw sometimes. Well, Raw sometimes, whenever he needs me. But SmackDown is mostly where
on a very rare occasion, yes.
Unless you do the match in the wrong arena.
We don't talk about that, okay?
We should on this one, brothers.
Look, and legit, that was a great match too. It was really good. I enjoyed it, but it won't see like.
Well, okay. Also,
maybe in a.
One last thing about Vengeance, I think it's a time capsule, because that time this one Raw didn't have that good of a roster. It's like top guy wise. So Owens Zayn versus Warriors, obviously a rematch from Takeover Las Vegas. Really, what the three top guys I had time at the time was, it was Cole, Balor, Gargano. It's really all I had at the time, along with like Cena. I had everything for Orton, so it was like, so this kind of like the moment for Raw when it was like, okay, like we got like basically it's kind of made everybody on the roster this show except for Lars Sullivan.
I was about to say except for Lars Sullivan. Definitely, this show was Raw's turning point from being a good show to a great show overall for Raw.
Yeah. This
one, it was already pretty good before this show happened, and then it just went to a level afterwards. In the best band.
Yeah.
It went to elite level, if you would say.
Of course. All right. Oh God, we go from Vengeance to Backlash.
And J&W did push against us heavy with that one. Backlash, I would say
talk about Backlash?
Despite the main event, few little mishaps, it was actually a pretty good show. The best brand exclusive pay-per-view for SmackDown this season so far until No Mercy. It's better than Judgment Day.
Look, this was on 2K20. This is not good.
It's I know you're trying to spin it, Cole, but I gotta interrupt you here. There is no possible way this show is anywhere near good. There is no possible way.
We're here. No. Wait. I didn't say it was a good show. I said it was the best SmackDown show.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not exactly a high bar, but yeah,
it's okay.
Well, yeah, the bar is in the fire. Let's be real.
Okay, the opener was Corbin versus Miz. It was a elongated squash match. L. Brian Israel versus Samuel Lewis. L. Also elongated squash match.
That was pretty good.
Street Profits versus Mustache Mountain. For some reason they lost the belts after a month. Street Profits did. So L. They turned lost the belts.
A little bit picky to me.
They turned and lost the belts. Ron Rousey versus Amber Moon. Nobody cared. And the match was...
The main event shouldn't even happen.
It was okay, true. But we'll get to that. Hold on.
I didn't want it to happen.
Rousey versus Amber... Well, we'll get to it. Hold on. Rousey versus Amber Moon.
We'll talk about that. That's another topic for another podcast. How about that?
Yeah, Rousey versus Amber Moon. L.
Coming soon.
Rude versus Rollins. I mean, for Master 2K20 match, I thought it was decent. And then the main event. Honestly, I must admit, even though the finish didn't make any sense at all, and like in reality, the match itself was pretty all right. The main event was pretty all right, besides the finish.
Yes. The match itself was pretty good. Okay, I mean the finish questionable, but the match again, that match should never happen. But we'll talk about that in another podcast. Why that match should not have happened. So I think that maybe it's in like the bad or trash area. It's not dumpster fire to me, because I mean, it still has some good stuff on it. It's just
we all know what the dumpster fire is.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of actually saying it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
we'll get there. That's up next. We'll get there. That's up next.
Yeah, it's literally up in like a couple moments.
Okay, so Backlash, we put in Backlash?
I think that we should just put Backlash in like maybe to like the between okay and trash, like one of those. Which one do y'all think?
So you're saying so you're saying trash or bad, pretty much. You're saying trash or bad. Because no way's going to. I refuse to put this in okay because of 2 matches. This is a 2-match card.
I say bad.
This is a 2-match card.
I say bad.
I think the 2 matches are good enough to save the entire show. So.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so we're going bad. Oh, good lord, here we go. Why? Why are we here already? We're already here.
Oh God.
Why? Can we just skip this?
No. Wait. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, guys. We're gonna spend. We're not even gonna spend that much time on this. It's definitely gonna be dumpster fire. I mean, come on, guys. From production wise, this show is awful.
Like the card isn't okay. On card, the paper isn't bad. The way the card was built didn't make sense at all.
Yeah, I must. Okay, paper. Picky, I'm glad you're here.
If it was your first time watching, it wouldn't have been bad if it was just like, oh hey, okay, this show's on. Okay, this match, cool. But once you start watching, you get disappointed. You see another match. It looks cool. You get disappointed. Rinse and repeat. Dumpster.
For nearly 3 hours.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on real quick. Speaking of glad you're here, because on paper for your last SmackDown show, the card itself is not bad. I gotta admit. Dar and AJ, I mean, come on.
No, the card's not
Dar
bad.
and AJ. Corbin, Walter and Grimes, no DQ. Corbin and Rollins, U.S. title match. I know it wasn't promoted as such, but still. Sheamus and Garza. I remember.
Sheamus and Garza was the best match on that show.
Bianca and Ronda WrestleMania rematch. I mean, yeah, come on. I think the only match on the card
remember that.
for me was like, you know, on paper anyway. That was like, okay, come on. It was Rude and Lewis, but that's the same with Lewis match. I mean, come on now, nothing you can do there. So yeah, like for your last show ever for SmackDown on paper, it's not a bad card. But the show itself, I mean, from the arena, even from the arena.
Good God.
But yeah, the execution was bad, and some people should not have won. At one, the booking was not that good. Period, point blank. But the build was not that good. Everything about this show, leading up to it, was not good, and the booking and who won was not good at all. I would. That's why I would say like this is one of my lowest points. I almost quit my own series after this show. It was awful. I was taking pictures when this show premiered. I was hyped. It was my senior year of high school. I was hyped, taking my pictures or whatever, and I'm just like, I forgot that I set the premiere on that day. I thought I was gonna be done at that point, but we were still taking pictures. And I am literally in New Orleans, doing what I gotta do, taking my pictures, and while this show is just going on, and it was utterly embarrassing. It really was. I went to David Buster's. I did, and I was
with the David Buster's.
Yes, I was eating food and texting in the Booker's chat about how ashamed I was of this show. It was my
man
lowest
was
point.
Sad and eating. You know how much it takes out of a person to be sad and eat at the same time? That's crazy.
It was legit my lowest point of ever doing universe mode. Even with the live stream era, it never got that low. It never did. This was my lowest point. I took a break after this. I didn't record anything for at least a week or two. And then we started to roll. Then like finally I started getting back in the swing of things whenever King of the Ring got there, and I actually had a pretty great match at King of the Ring. There was no misses on King of the Ring. Even my match was really good. So yeah. That's why I say it's like a dumpster fire and a show that I try to forget. It never happened. It didn't happen.
Okay, thinking about the matches on the show, they actually make me laugh. Corbin kicked out of like what, 2 curb stomps from Seth Rollins.
Yes,
then he wins the U.S. title with long hair that appeared a week before the show out of nowhere. Got a hair transplant.
Matt, no. No, somebody said that it was a wig. That he put a wig on his head. Somebody in the premiere chat was like, "Oh, so Corbin got a wig." It was so weak. Okay, that was kind of funny though. That was
great.
Funny.
That you know
my
what?
God.
For that, wow. All right.
Yeah, so
I'm glad you asked that question. That's actually going to be in the next one that we do with this. So keep an eye out.
So okay. I mean, we know where the show is going. Okay, I know you disagree, Cole, but I don't think the card is that bad for the show. On paper, the card isn't bad.
Yes,
but the execution.
On paper, the card is great.
Yeah, the execution.
I'll say this: on paper, the card is fantastic, but just the way it all turned out and how it happened and went down, that just is what does not make it good.
Wait, so even with the build, you guys still going into
No, we're talking about like the card itself. We're talking about the build, just the card itself.
Yes, the card itself. If you were just observing from looking at the card itself with no previous knowledge of how it happened, if you were just looking at the card, it's great. That's what we're saying.
Yeah. Well, then not. Yeah, definitely, I agree with that. Although looking back at it, there is some things I would have changed with Judgment Day. It's still a banger card. It's just that the execution and build was trash. But that's just me.
Yeah. Okay. I think one thing I want to change about the show.
Wasn't
this
the same month that the Lacey Evans thing was a thing?
No, that was Backlash. I remember because they did that match. That was Backlash.
Good lord.
It was Ember, Lacey, and Alexa. I'll never forget that. Good lord.
I'll never forget.
So and Ember won. I think she pinned Alexa or Lacey.
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So there it is. I'm shocked beyond belief.
Oh yeah, J&W. I actually agree with J&W. He actually said that Nakamura should have had a shot at the Backlash or Judgment Day.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's what I was gonna say. The only change I'll make on the, like on paper to the card. The only change I'd make to the card. So the AJ should have been Nakamura. That's the reason why he was drafted. He was straight to Raw. Actually,
I mean, I think this card would have been fine. I think you could have just added simply Brock versus Nakamura. I mean, like, it's on paper. It could have happened, and the winner, boom, next shot at King of the Ring. I don't know. Times were different, people were different, so.
Yeah, that would have made sense too. I mean, Brock and Nakamura, then you still had Dar and Styles. You still have the same outcome. Dar still retains, and then we still end up with Nakamura and Dar. That can be an avenue. You can do a couple things with that heading into SummerSlam. Probably Nakamura takes the belt. Let's say Ricochet still wins. There's a triple threat right there. There's your second triple threat for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Also, that means Nakamura doesn't go to Raw. I mean, that's not really a spoiler. Just Nakamura doesn't go to Raw.
That happens. That happened. Nakamura doesn't go to Raw, and we don't get Nakamura and Riddle out of that. But I mean,
that's crazy how that could have happened.
No, we didn't hate Brock Lesnar. It's just that
I'll never hate Brock. Yeah, you hated Brock. I'll never hate Brock Lesnar. You hated Brock.
No.
It was you. You hated Lesnar. You did not want him anywhere near anything, and you know it.
But Backlash. World title wise, no.
Yeah, I was saying Backlash.
Remember, this was 2020. This is when you didn't even want him on the damn roster.
Yeah, I would say after the Gauntlet stuff, I would say Cole, like he didn't want Brock Lesnar at all.
He didn't.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure
Brock Lesnar was up for trade. I'm not gonna say for who, but he was up for trade at one.
He was. The only thing I think we saved a CTP Brock, in Cole's eyes with the stuff with Walter. I think we did.
I had so much. We'll get to that, but I had so much fun doing that.
I agree. Like literally, like, you know, the stuff with Walter saved him. But like, to me was okay. I'm thinking of logically and carrying things from season to season. This is in my brain. Brock Lesnar logically did not deserve that match at all with King Dar. Even though he won that gauntlet, even though he should never been in there to begin with.
Well, no, but he's Brock Lesnar, so Brock Lesnar can do whatever he wants because he's Brock fucking Lesnar.
Okay, but yeah, I understand that.
You gotta think about it. That's always how Brock's been booked. Always Brock's motive and things. So that's how people would think the book.
Yes, I get that, but I would have had more
story. You are correct.
Towards King Dar and Brock Lesnar. Like, you could have done so much with that story between those two instead of just doing it immediately at Backlash. Okay, so Nakamura and Dar had history. That's why I wanted.
Well, fair point there. All right.
I am not a Brock hater. No, not even. I love Brock Lesnar.
Until like last year, Cole's definitely a Brock hater. Until like last year.
Yeah. Well, until last year. But that's
until Brock showed up with the cowboy hat, he hated him.
Yeah. But I would say, like, realistically, people who should have beaten Dar, why the Ricochet? Obviously, that was what happened. Ricochet or Nakamura. It should have been either one of those two.
Completely agree with that. And honestly, let's say Nakamura got that shot at Backlash, King Dar probably would not be the world champion right now. He would have never. I'm sorry, he would never walked into Summer. He's still not the world champion, but he probably would never walked into SummerSlam with the belt. I'm serious.
All right.
Anyway.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna move on now to the first NXT takeover in the Super Kick and J&W era.
Fun fact, my first produced match in over like 2 years to be uploaded to YouTube is on this show.
Yep.
Which is a crazy stat.
Yes. This show, oh my god, man. It
Yeah.
put into perspective why I did what I did with season 7. It was absolutely fantastic. I love this show. I really, really, really do. The main event was just, oh my god, so good. Um, from the opening was great. The Daniel Bryan stuff was amazing. It was a show that really showed that, hey, you're right, Cole. NXT is a legit brand. Like, some people was genuinely like, oh, NXT's just there. You know, like it doesn't stand out. I don't see the
Some people
third
still
brand
think
debate.
that, and I don't know
I
how.
genuinely, I don't know how they still think that when Takeover Atlanta was just that main event was a movie, literally. I don't know,
When you have
but that's on them.
Aleister Black, Kenny Omega, Daniel Bryan, but those four with Kenny, Batista, Bryan, and Omega all on the same roster. How do you think that's just there? Like what?
Thank you. And for me, this is where the legit third brand conversations started. In Your House they were
Definitely.
getting there, but whenever we got here, that's when they started. Point blank. I would say that I think Atlanta's better. We'll get there in a second. But I say that this is good in the good category, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
No debate.
I can agree with that. I mean, everybody knows about Bryan and Murphy, obviously. I think that's still a top 10 match this season for me.
I mean,
but
that match, it didn't actually end the best of 5 series.
True.
But
people stay
Bryan
sleeping. They stay sleeping on the main event, and as JW said, Rival versus Lundrick. They stay sleeping on it.
I agree. Revival versus Lundrick.
Oh, and also Sasha and Candice. That too.
Yes, the submissions count anywhere match. That might be my favorite match on the entire show, to be quite honest. Like,
yeah, I agree, Peter. Murphy versus Bryan did rule.
Well, also
it really did.
I think like for Vengeance, right? That's kind of like Raw's like coming out party this season. It was like, okay, all right, we see Raw, but I think Takeover Chicago was that show for NXT for most people. That was like, okay, it was like their breaking out moment. He's breaking out.
I don't know how we even talked
He's
about
breaking
it,
out. Yeah.
I don't know how we even talked about it, but apologize for my language, everybody. First one of the night, actually, surprisingly. RVD actually beat Keith Lee for the global title on this show.
Yeah, I think a lot of stuff happened on NXT, like on this show that said like motions like stuff for NXT in the future. Like Callahan debuted, attacked Ciampa, took him out. Obviously, Kenny
old dog down. That entire story.
This show. You could watch this show, and then you could watch the next NXT, and you could be like, oh, hey, this actually makes sense. Like, it's crazy that you don't even have to really pay attention that much because everything makes sense.
Yeah, Kenny won the title here from Drew. Bryan obviously turned heel, became the American Dragon again. Lundrick, went after the tag belts and Sanity and everything.
Let's just say NXT and Chicago are fantastic.
So it is. I think obviously RVD beat Keith Lee for the global title. I think
it will definitely go down as probably one of the top 5 takeovers when everything's said and
that's
done.
right. Monty debuted too in line with Batista after the match. That's right.
That's correct.
And Joe faced top 1% in a 3-on-1 handicap match
and beat them all.
Correct.
Legit, he beat them all. That was fantastic. I love that Samoa Joe and top 1% storyline. That was great. It really was. So moving on now to Payback. This one I keep always. I don't know if it's better than Vengeance or.
I only have one singular complaint about Payback, and it's how the show opened, with the red swirling loop playing for like 30 seconds.
Really, I disagree. Honestly, I would say I think this show was worse than Vengeance.
You got to think, it hurts my eyes.
Oh, true. Like, I think the show is worse than Vengeance.
Bright red lighting. I don't know why bright red lighting of any kind hurts my eyes. Like,
yeah, I mean, well, because like on paper, it was a fantastic show.
Oh yeah,
I actually have in total I have 3 things.
I think the whole like first like
in a negative aspect.
I think the whole first I guess quarter, maybe half of the show is dog water, genuinely dog water. The opening contest, the 30 to 60-minute Iron Man match, I have never felt more secondhand embarrassment in my life watching a match in a video game. Good God!
And then Jordan versus Grace happened.
Jordan versus Grace?
Jordan versus Shayna. 3 apron pile drivers onto brick flooring, and Shayna kicked out.
And then it ended in a DQ. I mean, I was supposed to end in a DQ finish. It was supposed to, but I mean, after what Shayna Baszler survived, she's
and then
to get a DQ.
And then it looks like a Creators Championship match between 2 people I can't recognize. So do with that information.
Yeah, okay. Well, thankfully, the only thing people remember from that match is what happened afterwards was Samson winning the belt. Thank God.
I remember Gargano and Roman for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, the red tire for Roman Reigns. Okay, I think after that match is when the show.
Cole for that one too.
After that's when the show picked up, in my opinion. After that Gargano and Reigns match, when the show picked up.
I don't know.
Okay, guys. Good, what was bad about the Iron Man match? Was it
the first 30 minutes were just him getting beat up? The first half an hour, almost 45 minutes of the match, was just him getting beat up.
It should have been
no, but I asked you, was that okay? You told me yes.
I thought you were over exaggerating it. He was like, "Oh, the first 30 minutes of the match."
No. You know I don't over exaggerate. I literally I was like expert. I said,
never
wait.
do that. The max amount of heat you do in an Iron Man match is 10 minutes.
Yeah, there was 100 teasers. Half of them, there's no reason for Kevin not to get the tag, and then he comes in, and then they just lose. But thankfully afterwards, the turn happened with Kevin Owens, and now he obviously is who he is now. And
then Cena versus Cross happened. I honestly think that carries the show.
I think from Cena and Cross onwards, the show was good.
I personally am not a fan of the ladder match. That might just be me, but I'm personally not a fan of it. Really.
I think compared to the rest of the card, I think it's fine compared to the rest of the card. I think on his own, I can agree.
It was fine.
I agree.
But yeah, Cena,
it was the WWE title match was insane.
Why'd you say it like that? Okay. Anyway, but yeah, okay.
The WWE title match? Yeah. That's how I always say.
Okay, Cena and Cross.
What are you talking about?
I think just the visual across. Well, even beforehand, the slow down. See that during his pose in the ring, the slow down, then the lights go out. Then Cross. All you see across is the orange goggles in the darkness with Scarlet behind him. Amazing visual. Then the match starts. Spear, the Saito cross jacket is over. Just after all,
there's a very nice touch on Adam Cole's entrance. He was grasping the WWE title.
Yeah.
Like he knew that was his last night.
Exactly. But yeah,
that was fantastic.
And which it turned out to be his last night with the WWE title. Yeah. I don't think he's even challenged for it since this show.
He has not. No.
Oh. He has not.
He was the king of the ring, but he didn't make it to the finals or anything like that. He lost in the semifinals.
Interesting. Interesting.
But okay.
Considering what we saw on last Monday.
That is true. Very interesting. But yeah, I think after all the hype leading to Cross and Cena won, with Leo Rush can put through the flaming table on Raw and everything.
Yes.
And the Doomsday attacks, just for it to be a squash, is what just happened?
Poor Leo Rush. We still have not seen him since. He's still
We'll get the shocking squash matches later as well, because we're gonna get Cole's day one thoughts of that. I'm talking seconds after he finished watching it. We're gonna get his thoughts on that, so stay tuned.
Yes.
Why did I say
but yeah, I would say, despite the hiccups, the Iron Man match, that was my first time doing the 60-minute Iron Man match. Never did it before.
I can tell.
And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try to make a little script out of it, and it was going good at first, and then it just
Yeah,
and then I will never forgive myself for Jordan Grace and I
can't believe I'm saying this about a Cole match or anything involving Cole, but that Iron Man match, for the most part anyway, was very boring. I can't believe I'm saying that for a Cole match or anything like that, but it was very boring. Honestly, I was falling asleep in the premiere.
Honestly, because I was trying to drag it out because I didn't.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one wondering where Doomsday is. Let's go.
Yes, they'll be back soon enough.
Where is Doomsday?
They'll be back.
That's
yes. Trust me, guys.
I'll be back.
Don't worry. Okay, for most people, if someone's not on screen for a while, don't worry. Most likely they'll be back, depending on the person. Like
Most of the time, yeah.
Mr. Kendrick. I'm gonna just break it to y'all now. Kendrick, he ain't coming back. I'm gonna leave it at that. And if you wonder what's happening with the NXT tag titles, watch the next episode of NXT.
Dang, boy,
you
yelling.
Plug-in. But
plug-in.
Okay.
You will find out if you watch.
Okay, yeah, because most people you guys don't see on TV, they're not on TV for a reason, and most of them will be back. Trust you me. We have logic over here, okay?
Repackaged.
Okay,
More than likely
you know
getting repackaged, or they're gonna just show up. Just
or the shows are just too stacked at that point.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Okay,
so I will put it
controversial take, but I think if it wasn't for Cross Cena in the main event, this show would be an okay. But I think the main event especially brings up to good.
I agree. No, I agree with you.
I 100% agree.
That main event,
it's a good.
I don't know if I ever be able to outdo the main event. I don't know if I ever be able to do another Finn Balor Adam Cole match because of that reason alone, because of how fantastic that.
Personally, I don't. Well, I don't want to give anything away, but personally, I hope they don't touch each other again.
Really,
honestly,
really.
I hope that they just stay away from each other at least for months, maybe a year or two.
I mean, it already has been like 3-4 months. So
if they touch each other, yeah.
I mean, they slapped each other's hands on Raw, so your wishes. They slapped each other's hands on Raw, so your wishes broke.
There hasn't been a single look
at each other until I mean, one-on-one wise, it can be a. I don't mind a multi-man with them. Like I mean, like a one-on-one match. I hope it don't happen for a while.
Yeah. Me too. Because like think about this, right? Since Payback, Balor's mentioned Cole once. Cole's mentioned Balor 0 times. Cole's been king in the ring, but that was close as he got to Finn Balor since Payback until obviously
since
Raw.
Payback. Oh, obviously to Raw when he showed up, shocking the entire premiere. Yeah, I was shocked. That was fun.
You were too.
I was shocked too.
I mean, you couldn't hear him, but trust me, he was. You couldn't hear him, but he was.
Yeah. Yeah, if you hear Cole being shocked on commentary, most of the time that's true, because most of the time we don't tell him what we're doing. Like, at all.
About 95 to 96% of the time they don't tell me what to do.
Oh, no, definitely not. Okay, so we're going with...
tell you anything.
Are we going with good or okay for the show?
You only send me match cards and I forget about them. Oh, yeah, I say good.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, King of the Ring.
Oh.
Yes, my show.
I think this match collectively has some of all of our best matches.
Oh my god, I think the two shows this season, I think they're like genuinely like top to bottom, like genuinely perfect, top to bottom. Is Vengeance the King of the Ring? I think. I think so.
Wait. Not even SummerSlam Night 1? I thought that was a perfect show.
I think it's very close, but like I mean, I'd say the show is still up here. It's definitely not like it's not bad, but I would say like. What was the
miss? Tell me your miss when we get there.
I just think like the even down to the arena, like the intro hyped you up. The show structure, we're going like bam, 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 match banger after banger after banger. Storyline. I mean,
just
progressed.
The tournament itself. Like the tournament itself, no one could have predicted the finals would have been Kevin Owens and Ricochet. With Adam
nobody,
Cole
definitely not.
The point blank, you could not predict that at all.
With Adam Cole, CM Punk,
I mean,
Karrion Kross, and no way.
I'm gonna be honest. When I first knew what the tournament was, and keep in mind, I do NXT, so I really don't know what's happening on Raw and SmackDown. When I first found out about the tournament, I straight up thought that Karrion Kross and CM Punk were gonna be the finals, or somehow Adam Cole and Punk were gonna be the finals. But I was wrong on both sides, and I'm happy the finals turned out to be great. One of my best matches I've ever done.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, okay," and like, cause he didn't really know what was happening until we got closer and closer to the show. We told him,
yeah.
Cause it had personally, it still has my best match I've ever done this season on it. It was legit. The thing just hits, no misses. I can't think of a bad thing that happened on this show. Not one.
Like the opener, Punk and Hardy, that was obviously used to like progress the Rollins and Hardy feud, and also like show like the Jeff Hardy, wanted to continue after getting beat up, after getting stomped on the floor by Seth Rollins. That Punk just like GTS's him, puts him out of his mercy, and advances. KO and Riddle, I think that was next. KO and Riddle.
Oh yeah, KO and Riddle. I think was.
I think because they're both
probably,
heels, it's kind of hard to get heat on them because
I think it was at least the match wasn't bad on any standard, but it just wasn't, I guess, as good as the other match.
Yeah, but also kind of way to also progress the storyline with Nakamura and Riddle, with Nakamura accosting Riddle, King of the Ring and everything.
Oh yeah.
And then Owens moving on to the.
So from unpredictability, even the
that's right. That's right.
Everybody thought Apollo was gonna win.
Yeah,
I swear.
The second match.
Every single person I saw that we asked, "Hey, who do you think's winning the WWE title match?" Oh, Apollo Crews is so gonna win.
Apollo Crews,
yeah,
Apollo Crews. Impose Apollo Crews.
We'll get to that.
Everybody.
The second match, I forgot. The second match was Cole and Cross. Good lord. Honestly, this match is I don't care. This match is underrated. This is an underrated match. I don't care. This is an underrated match.
I think the match itself was great. Even the finish, the whole thing shocked me.
I think
it was hilarious because Gresh even said that Cross was gonna lose, and
everybody thought, okay, Adam Cole's gonna get demolished, just like Cena did, but he did, but he didn't. He had a last shot on him. He had super kicks on him, all that stuff.
Hey, this proves the indie moves work against the monsters.
That is true. And then
super kicks, the knees, and the Canadian destroyers, they work.
well, he didn't hit a pin on Sunrise, but still. And then Cena coming in, the quote unquote face turn on Cross, double A's on the floor, then slapping his head into the ring post with exposed feet too. For the count out win for Adam Cole was like,
that was insane, by the way.
Yeah,
exposed foot, bro.
Nobody thought Cole was gonna win that, especially the way he did.
Like legit, I know that hurt.
I guarantee you, nobody thought Cena was gonna walk out that show barefoot.
Oh, definitely not. So yeah, I think every match on the show, I think it ended some kind of storyline in some way.
And then, good lord, Ricochet versus Garza.
Oh yeah, that was just an indie spot fest. That was just me doing an indie spot fest. Cause why not?
We haven't even talked about my personal favorite match on the show.
Oh yeah, okay. You know what?
Clip this because this is the only time you'll hear me praise this motherfucker. King Dar and AJ Styles, I think, had match of the night inside of a steel cage.
Personally, that's probably King Dar's best match of the season. Well, no.
I think for me it's tied between both.
I just realized the main event of SummerSlam too. But those two are like his best matches.
I think Dar and Styles.
He has not had a bad pay-per-view match since Judgment Day, in my opinion.
I think Dar and Styles and Cruz and Balor tied for me for the match of the night. Those two are ugh. And I think. Dar and Styles,
the finish of Owens and Ricochet was insane.
Springboard
shooting star through the announce table, then a Phoenix 630 senton.
I think it's because the rest of the show was so good. I think the match kind of forgotten. Actually, I don't even really remember that. Besides the finish, I don't remember the finals just because of how insane the rest of that show was compared to that match. But okay, we talked about Dar and Styles. Come on now. Apollo Crews and Finn Balor. You ready for Unforgiven round 2? after this,
I'm looking back at the premiere and whenever CM Punk lost, the whole chat was just what?
Oh yeah, Punk and Ricochet. Cole did that.
Right. Yeah. I wanted to do that for one reason.
Jane W said, and I quote, "What a beast of a match!" Wow, you absolutely loved it. That's awesome.
Yeah,
personally, one of my favorite matches of the night.
I think I think Cruz and Balor. I think I have a better chance of topping the first one and Unforgiven than I do with Cole and Balor. I think maybe
the King of the Ring match was slow, but it was a good type of slow. It didn't need to be a fast-paced match.
No.
How it was.
It was all about getting over how dangerous the new Apollo Crews is.
If I remember correctly, didn't a dead biker show up?
He did.
I thought so.
It was Taker's return for the first time since WrestleMania. First time we've seen since WrestleMania.
Oh my god, remember when you wanted that to start the show?
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
I still think that would have been the greatest start to a show.
If we did that and then oh god, dude, I know about the rest of the show. I don't know about that.
That right into the cross match. Oof. That.
Well, yeah, okay. The whole
we probably would have hit 30 live viewers. I'm serious. We had 20 324.
Yeah, something like that. I think okay. By the way, the whole KO having the blood Sami Zayn thing on his shirt, that was all Cole. That was not the plan at all. He was but Cole made it up, so I was like, okay, whatever, sure.
I thought that was a part of the mod.
It was. But Cole just
like it was, and I was like, maybe the blood of Sammy's will kind of be cool, right? I thought it was cool.
Oh, that's Joe's blood
I didn't have fun with it. I had a problem with it. I was like, okay, whatever.
I was like, that would be cool to make Kevin Owens like more legit.
I think this match, Cruz and Balor, I think it was like a perfect pace, honestly. Just like showing, because like Finn Balor's already over. He had the match with Cole came in the ring like a month ago in kayfabe, so he's fine. This is all about showing how different and how dangerous Apollo Crews is with MVP and everything. The new Apollo Crews.
Oh yeah.
If it wasn't for Taker, he would have won the championship.
Yes, that was my.
He almost squashed Finn Balor. Almost.
Mm-hmm.
It was very.
He almost did.
Obviously, Balor got some offense in because of course he did. But it was nearly a squash match. Like he busted him open. He powerbombed him.
It was almost John Cena, Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah, he did a running powerbomb out of the ring to the floor on the Finn Balor.
Probably, dude. I was not expecting that.
It was the match was nuts.
It was crazy, and I mean, at one point, I legit thought that Apollo Crews was going to beat him.
I think it was the peak of Finn Balor's face run.
Me too. Like,
I
for a little while, I thought he did.
I don't think Balor.
Expert told me what was happening. I was like, oh, cool. We should start with that.
Yeah. That would have been
okay.
Really,
so
that would have been a really.
As I was saying, I think that match with Crews was like the peak of Finn Balor's face run. I think it would get. I don't think it would get better than that for Finn Balor as a face.
Yeah, I personally agree.
I think that was the perfect face versus heel match for Finn Balor.
And we're gonna talk about night one in a second, but I think that was the perfect time to turn him heel because it's middle of the season. Now he can probably have the rest of the season as a heel, which probably is gonna be. And it's gonna be fantastic. I honestly can't wait to see what he does. Yeah. So AJ versus Dar was great. That's probably one of the best steel cage matches I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I think
in universe mode.
Fun fact: that's still the only cage I've ever done.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I know we did the one at Headstrong, right, with Bray Wyatt and Aleister Black. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the whole show, besides maybe Owens and Riddle, was like it's perfect basically. So, so I think we gotta go great for this one, right?
Yeah, 100%. That's one of the best movies of the season. Point blank.
So great for King of the Ring. Oh, here we go. Oh, brother, here we go.
Now we're getting recently. So y'all should remember all this. We shouldn't have to go through a recap of this, right? Because this is like a month ago. Almost 2 months ago.
Almost 2 months ago. Or maybe.
So SummerSlam night one. Woo woo. Pinnacle, I call it, of the season. It was what a ride it was. It took us 6 months to make. Well,
more like a year.
I would say about
a year. A year to make, but it was all worth it.
With the amount of retakes, rewrites,
commentary issues. We had to go get people for commentary. Yeah, it took us a year, but it was
for all the people. You welcome.
I mean, just I know I'm going to recap it, but just look at like the structure of this card. Okay, start off with an MMA cage fight, Nakamura and Riddle. Riddle got knocked out.
Bold move, by the way, very bold.
Oh yeah, fatal 4-way, Raw Women's Championship, underrated. Also, Baszler, Dakota Kai, Io Shirai, and Jordan Grace. Cesaro's return.
That was really good.
Cesaro's return to the Open Challenge. Squashing LA Knight.
Cesaro's return was good. I do wish the match went longer, though. That is pretty much my only complaint.
Okay. Oh, God. Here we go. Yet another 5-star classic. Briscoes versus the Young Bucks.
What I never miss when I'm on pay-per-view. Y'all are going to learn that very soon. I never miss on pay-per-view. Never.
I think because of that match, I think people forget how good this match was. Taker and Cruz. I like that match a lot. Especially the accidental back body drop onto the stairs. Oh my God! Apollo Crews died in that match. It's basically the inverse of the match at King of the Ring with Balor.
Bro, I was horrified. Like, for someone with shoot back issues, Never bump on an apron, guys. Yeah, that hurt a lot.
Okay, the last like 4 match stretch is legendary. Cole and Big E, Jay White and Ibushi triple threat WWE Championship match. Then the Hell in a Cell main event. I mean, come on now.
You're right, JW. You're right. I was out to prove a point to Cole because I forgot exactly what he said at one point. But we were debating about why I shouldn't do the Young Bucks matches, and I was like, let Expert give me the match at SummerSlam, and I'll show you why. And well, I think I showed him why.
You did. You showed me why, and now
I'm locked in a hole where I do all of their matches. Yep.
Yeah, all of them.
Help me! Oh, I don't know about
No, you signed the contract. It's too late.
Most of them. Remember, I have the contractual agreement to say no to at least 3.
Yeah,
at least.
I guess.
Okay, yeah, okay, we'll get you that.
Yeah, I already said no to 1, and that's
yeah. Cena versus Cross was an absolute war. I don't know. I don't know. We ever will see John Cena again.
I remember the match.
We don't talk about who I thought was winning that. We don't talk.
I think when I was editing it and recording it, I thought the match was way worse than it was. Watching it back, like with commentary and everything, like in the watch party on this stuff in the Discord, that was I like the match a lot actually. It was way better than I remember it.
Oh yeah. When you watch your show back with commentary over it, you just appreciate it so much.
Also, Gresh killed that. He killed it.
Unless your commentator messes up half of the stuff you want to get over. Yeah. But nonetheless.
Yeah. Gresh killed that main event, commentary-wise. He killed it. So good.
Yeah. That might be a shoot, might be a work.
But yeah,
I hope it'll come back. I hope it'll come back one day.
Yeah. That was a great minute.
Yeah.
A great show.
Call him Big
Dude,
E.
No. We are talking about that Ibushi and
good lord.
And Jay White
good
finish.
Lord.
Dude. First off, the catching Golden Star Liger Bomb out of the air, whichever you want to call it, that was insane. I'm pretty sure that happened in that match.
It did.
Okay, yeah, okay. Now I have a reason to go back and watch that again. For reasons.
By the way, that spot,
the Phoenix Splash into the Blade Runner, I believe that's what it's called, right?
My god, yeah.
Yes. The Phoenix Splash into the Blade Runner, dude. We were watching that in the watch party, and I popped like it was CM Punk popping into my room or something, dude. I was like, holy shit. I have seen so many Universe Mode creators and COD creators do content with so many crazy edits and such, and whatever you can think of. I have never seen something like that before. Ever. So, like, I was jaw-struck, jaw-dropped, everything. I can't even put the correct words together. That's how shocked I was.
Okay, hold on real quick. The Golden Star, powerbomb spot. By the way, that spot was first take. One take, baby. I got that one take.
He said it was one take, and I was shocked that... I don't know how you did it in one take.
Somehow, I thought I didn't get it at first. So when the highlight reel, I was like, okay, let me slow it down. I got it. So there you go.
There's spots I've done on the first take, but we'll talk about that in like 15 minutes probably.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, okay. The Finn Balor heel turn. I like Triple Threat. I think Triple Threat itself, I think it was fine compared to the rest of the card.
I originally thought the Young Bucks were coming to help your boy Kevin Owens and reunite Mount Rushmore. For those who don't know what it is, Google kids.
Oh my gosh!
But yeah, it turns out it was even better. Yeah, Cole. I don't know why you're saying, "Oh my gosh." I'm a smarten your fans up, brother.
And also,
I'm stupid tonight.
And also the thing earlier on tonight with Young Bucks turning heel in the match with the Briscoes, so they're already heel going in. So it's like, who are they gonna help?
Yeah.
I mean, they gotta help the heel Kevin Owens, right? No way, brother. It was turning the face of the whole company.
Face on the roster.
Yeah, turning the face of the company heel, bringing the boys back together.
So now, I guess on a technicality, because what's going on, that makes Cross Raw's biggest face, I guess.
I guess, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, if it isn't obvious after the last 2 weeks of Raw, he's a face now.
I mean, I feel like you would kind of want to cheer a dude that can control time, Feel like you want to get on his good side.
Well, yeah, I noticed.
Maybe he'd be able to,
like the Cena feud and the Big E stuff and the Brown Breaker stuff, people weren't Blue Cross. It was like, okay, fine, I guess turn the face. So, here we are now. With the Roman Reigns.
Wait, he wasn't... I thought Big E was supposed to be the face in the match, honestly.
He was. That's what I mean. Yeah,
He was supposed. That was the original intention, but no one booed.
Yeah,
no one got behind him.
Cross. No one booed him because he was so cool.
Every time he came out, the chat was like, "Yeah, Cross, let's go." And
it's like, hard. It's hard to boo cool ass people. Like, come on now.
Well, I know that. I understand that.
Yeah, like, you know that. Considering you still cheer for some of them on commentary, brother.
Oh goodness.
SummerSlam
Night 1 is is this even debatable? This is in the great category, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, straight to great.
Okay.
Straight to great.
Night 2. I think this show. I think it's good, but it's not as good as Night 1.
Yeah,
it was the highlights of this show. Excuse me. Mostly were the ladder match, the tag match, and the main event.
Yeah.
And the Bryan showcase, and how the hell could I forget Brock and Walter?
Yeah, those.
Good lord.
Yeah, I think the good matches on the show were good. Like, they were good.
Guys, put this into perspective. Brock Lesnar couldn't keep Walter down, so we did the shooting star press. You know how many years it's been since he's done that? He hasn't actually connected it since like 2001.
Yeah.
That's literally like 21 years ago.
You know what?
And it is it is 2020 and like CTP. So
yeah. And in kayfabe, it was just what 19 years ago.
19 years ago. Yeah.
But okay, you know what?
I'm not good at math. I'm a wrestler in training. Cut me some slack.
Okay, actually, you know what? Looking back at the card, I think most of the matches were like really good, but I think there's some missing compared to Night 1. Like Dunn and Bate, that was a fire opener with the William Regal debut in the series and everything like that, helping Tyler Bate win. Obviously, the ladder match, the tag title match.
I thought the ladder match was gonna open.
FTR Profits and DOD. Come on now,
right.
Styles
I thought that match for some reason went 10 minutes.
Styles and CM Punk, they killed it.
Wow!
Obviously, Brock and Walter, the Bryan exhibition, and the main event. But
it was Bryan exhibition. The amount of people we got with, oh my god!
Oh my god!
Can you pull up Cole's reaction to that?
Yeah, Cole included. Good lord!
Like you have to. It was somewhere around the 2-hour mark or something.
Oh my gosh! It was genuinely one of the most.
We have it.
It's probably the biggest swerve since what the one we seen on Raw with Undertaker. That got me.
Oh my god! Really?
Yeah, that I thought that he's gonna be here, and I was like,
I love how Dana was like, no way, it's not getting me, brother. That's not getting me.
Swerves are great. I love swerves like that, and there will be more in the future too, probably.
That was hilarious. I thought, and I was like, oh, there it is, right there.
Oh my god!
You were like, what?
Let me see here. Hold on, now give me 1 second. I need to do this real quick.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
Ow.
Oh my god. All right, here we go.
I demand Dragunov versus Bryan. He demands it.
They're not even on the same brand.
You gotta be kidding me! That's the way! Oh my god!
Oh, this.
Big kids! Yeah! Oh, come on!
Wow.
This. Man, I thought it was him, but here comes Dawn. Who the hell is that?
What a word!
I got food.
I
got food. I legit
why even go for it?
It was
why would you do
Velveteen Dream, but here comes Dawn. What the hell is this?
Oh yeah, also real quick, underrated banger on the show. Rollins and Lita, they killed that. They killed that match.
I agree. All right, let's carry it. Let's carry it.
So, yeah,
I love
Rollins and Lita killed it
because the hair gave it away from me. I was like, okay, that's not Velveteen Dream, and I was like, oh, you're kidding me. That was hilarious.
Say the name.
You know what I'm saying? That was absolutely hilarious.
First you name drop it on commentary, now you name drop it here.
Oh well, I mean, they know who it is,
Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you should still say it.
Understandable. But Yeah.
Why are we? Are you? Why?
I understand. So where would y'all put night 2? Good or great?
I don't know. I'm leaning towards
put it
great, but
in.
I would, but I don't know. I feel like something. I don't know what it is. We feel like something's missing compared to night 1 on night 2. I don't know what it
agree.
is.
So I'd just go with good.
I think it's the long-term storytelling.
The matches are, all the matches, almost all the matches are bangers. So like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I think it's the long-term storytelling. That's what's missing from night 2.
You think so?
When I was watching it, when I was watched both nights back, and I sat down and thought about it, I was like, the thing that's missing, the execution perfect, match card banger. The thing that was missing was the long-term storytelling. That's what Monday Night Raw had on their night that SmackDown didn't.
Well, because night 2's whole main event is about like closing a chapter on a
Well, yeah.
I don't know how long.
I guess you could say that was long term.
Basically, since like
also the build up for that match, like lead up to SummerSlam, was like
great.
Yeah, I think for the for the main event of SummerSlam, I think it was.
The whole Rollins character.
Yeah,
well, yeah, the Rollins
honestly,
stuff
the Rollins stuff carried SummerSlam build. Honestly, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want to butcher your name, so I'm just not gonna say it. If that's cool with you.
Oh, the Pierre.
If that's how it's spelled or pronounced, yes.
Yeah, Pierre.
That's P. Yeah, that's Pierre.
Then Pierre, I agree.
The GOAT.
Yes,
Thank you. The amazing.
Yeah, he's channel member, so therefore he's the GOAT. Come on now.
He's the GOAT in my opinion. Automatically the GOAT. Automatically. All right. Last one before we get to our questions for all of you. It's like almost 5:30 Central Time, so we don't have that much time till our Raw starts. NXT Takeover Atlanta.
Come on now.
Easily.
Come on now.
Why do we have to debate this? I mean, come on.
Yeah, right. I mean, top to bottom, fantastic show overall. Top to bottom, we don't even have to debate this. This should go in great automatic.
Go great automatically. The best takeover of the season.
Kenny King.
Best takeover probably ever at this point.
Oh yeah, probably definitely. PJ Kenny King.
Definitely.
The Women's Championship match, 5-star classic.
He's breaking out.
The tag title match. Come on now. Brian and Darren.
Oh my god, that tag title match. I didn't think it would be as good as I thought it would when I started recording it. Like I was worried.
Yeah,
because JW originally was going to take that match, but circumstances and other things happened, so we switched this and that. And I took the match, and I was like, "Okay, how do I go about this?"
I think Callahan and Bray blew Punk and AJ out of the water. I think. Sorry, but
I agree.
Yeah, like the thumbtacks.
Yeah,
the thumbtack spot and all that stuff.
Followers.
Yes, I do. The thumbtack spot and all that. I mean, come on now.
It's a base profile picture. Go follow the Twitter.
Yes, follow my Twitter. Follow my Twitter. I can't see it on the stream, but follow my Twitter. Actually, no, they can. Yes, they can. Follow my Twitter.
No, you
follow
can.
Follow my Twitter. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, I would say I mean yeah, Callahan and Bray, like I said, I think the only I wouldn't say miss. I think the only like thing on the show is kind of like compared to the rest of the show. I think if on any other show it would be a banger. Probably RVD and Batista. Only because like how good everything else on the show was. It's on any other show. On any other show it would be fantastic.
Well, I felt like it was fine for what it was, but I felt like they didn't turn up the gear that I thought it was.
Yeah, I think the quality of this show was like, you know what I mean? I think just compared to the rest of the card, it was kind of like a step down.
Yeah, I agree. But like overall for J&W's final show as a CTP member, like booking and stuff like that, I am just like I'm so proud. That was just a culmination.
Oh, in the main event, of course, the main event.
Cinema. It was cinema. The best hour of wrestling I've sat down and watched and commentated.
Dare I say the best main event in CTP history?
It's
definitely top three. Definitely top three.
That's definitely debatable. We could be here all day with that, but like definitely it's gonna be top 3. I mean, for sure.
Best takeover main event.
Yeah, I would say definitely. I think for me, like top 3. I don't really know where I put them. Definitely top 3 is like Balor and Cole and that triple threat match at Takeover. Definitely top 3. I don't know what I put in. I don't know what would be 3rd hypothetically, but yeah, I mean.
All right, so I believe we do have a tier list that I want to show off real quick. From J&W, he made one for us, so we're gonna look at his.
Yes.
Nobody else sent us a tier list, so we're just gonna look at his. So
I can't
expert,
believe this. But look at you all. Betrayals from all of you. All right, you're all getting banned. You're all getting blocked for not sending us a tier list. All right, let me pull it up real quick. Give me a moment before we move on.
Wow, his tier list is
dolls.
Honestly, it's very similar to ours. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way.
Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way at all.
Let me see if this will work. It won't work. Okay. Hold on. One moment. I have to resize this thing.
One.
No.
Ow.
But while we wait on him to resize this thing,
yes.
I guess I can answer the title for you guys. So somebody asked me.
Save that for later.
There we go.
That's for later.
See, we got it, baby.
Yeah,
got it.
There we go.
I'd say so.
We got it. It was close enough. This is what we got. We did it. There.
I mean, yeah, we all know what's in dumpster fire. So.
Yeah, there's no way that show's moving at anybody's tier list at a dumpster fire. There's
So
no way.
J&W shows he has the same, pretty much almost the same Dottie Nicholas does. Vengeance in great, King of the Ring in great. He got SummerSlam Night 1 in great. And she said Atlanta in great.
I really think Chicago could be debatable for great. I think it could.
I agree.
I agree. And then night 2 of SummerSlam good, Payback good, and then Chicago 2 good. And okay, he has Backlash. Bad is still WWE Draft, and he has Dumpster Fire for Judgment Day.
Surprisingly,
man, that
nothing in trash. Surprisingly,
and nothing's in trash. It's just great, good, okay, bad, and Dumpster Fire.
All names came up by me, so if you have any complaints, deal with it because I'm not listening.
Also, you know what? I gotta admit, I really love the difference. Just looking at like this tier list, looking at like the differences in thumbnails for all these shows, and how they're all like to each other.
You have improved.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Most of these, I'm pretty sure, have
Chicago compared to like King of the Ring, for example. I mean, I didn't make one for Payback.
Yeah.
I didn't make one for Payback, Vengeance, or the Draft. But like from Chicago,
Yeah,
that wasn't even the original
to
takeover. That wasn't even the original Atlanta thumbnail. I don't even think the original one's been revealed.
It has not. I don't
And
think
it won't be revealed.
publicly. No, it won't. No, it will not be. It will not be revealed.
It was revealed. I did reveal it
You
before
did?
he made. Yeah, I revealed it the week of promotion. People seen it. It was revealed, but obviously, it was retconned and put into the new thumbnail. Yeah, I would say 100% expert. I've seen his growth on full display of his graphics and stuff, and he's definitely improved
and they've
a lot.
really gotten better since Chicago. So.
I would
Or
say
Atlanta.
go back to the original Raw graphics for this season compared to now.
It's insane. It's night and day. I can actually look at it right now. I'm looking at one of the Raw thumbnails. I'm like, that was made.
I was looking at it earlier.
Look at the NXT thumbnails too. Like they used to be so basic. Now they have color and they're light.
Yeah. Probably my favorite before we changed the structure of NXT thumbnails is probably the In Your House one. I still love that one for some reason. It's just great.
It's simple, very simple.
Well, it's because you're.
No, simple isn't bad. I don't mean simple in a bad way.
No, it's because it's named after his favorite,
Of course.
Yeah. No longer in CTP because she lost to Candice LeRae.
Yeah.
You watched the last episode of NXT.
Yes, sir. She's gone.
Go watch it right now.
We got her out of there.
Oh my god. If you don't know what they're talking about Sasha Banks. If you have not seen Closing Chapters, just go watch it. It's fantastic.
Yes, go watch it.
But yeah, no,
the
okay.
Main event of the evening.
For the finish
first
of that
ever
match,
women's main event.
For the finish of that match, Cole sound genuinely concerned, like it was actually like it was a real life match. The finish of that main event at NXT,
good.
I'm genuinely concerned.
You know how long you know how long the finish to that match has been playing in my head? Literally ever since 2K20 came out, and that move has been in the game.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I remember talking to you about it before.
For 3 years?
Uh-huh.
Almost 3 years.
Dang, yeah. Almost 3 years. My God, that time is passing. Y'all know that 2K20 came out in 2019?
Yes.
I do.
Oh
yes.
my God, dude, I was so different.
For all the wrong reasons, I do. Yes.
For all the wrong reasons.
No.
I was too.
We had that chat back then. We had that chat in 2019. The Universal Brothers. We did.
No, we did not.
That's how long we had that.
That was 2020. That was made. No, we did not.
Yeah.
Oh no, we were on Discord in 2019.
Yeah, no.
It was.
You guys didn't move to Twitter until I made y'all move to Twitter.
No. Actually, no. The story was, you know, Rice Orion, right? He started a Twitter group chat. He had people like he was asked people who wanted to join. It was him, Rob Havoc, and all of us had like Picky.
Right.
Cole,
Yeah, you told me this story before. I remember.
So I was
now
like,
I'm in control.
So I was like, yeah, Universal Brothers. That sounds great. I was like, you know,
Nick Khan style, baby. It took over.
Hey, what's next? What's
next? Cole, your questions.
Yes, we have questions. The fan mail, guys. Y'all have sent in some
email.
The Hotwire emails. Y'all have sent in some.
These are not scripted answers, by the way.
We haven't heard any questions. Yeah, we don't know any of these questions.
They have no idea what these questions are, and I'm just going to read out to them.
The only ones we've heard have been the ones he's read on the podcast that have already released
on Spotify and Anchor. If you haven't heard about it,
you guys must never heard about Anchor.
The Train Talks podcast. Go listen to it if you want to hear some frankly bad opinions about what we write and do. Mostly bad opinions. There's some good ones, but mostly some bad opinions.
He's being PG with that answer, by the way.
I have a feeling most of these emails aren't going to go down well. So you may hear a live Super Freak out on the stream. We'll see.
God. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So, Expert, the first one is
I'm cool
for you.
He's going to go full Jim Cornette mode. Oh, God.
I'm RVD style, bro.
All right, Expert.
Oh no.
This is one of my emails. He said, and I quote, "For Raw, Expert, where are the calls? I only see Lorenzo Sampson, and that's it. I want more diversity in the call division. Chris Danger is good, but I just don't like how he's being portrayed so far. Give me more. Where is the guys like Scorpion? Where is the guys like Brandon Collins? Where are the amazing calls that Raw has? I know y'all have some. I just feel like that's the weakest point of Raw. Can you answer?
Okay, well, actually, we do not. Because, first off, all Taker has done so far on Raw is had to cut a promo on Samson. It's not exactly fair to him. His portrayal on Raw so far. It's not really fair. Collins is on SmackDown, so watch SmackDown. Explain to them about that. Yeah, come on, Cole. What are you doing? Step your game up. Scorpion, I don't know. I don't know. What do you want me to say? I'm sorry, Zeno. I don't know.
Let me address this. We don't use calls that are boring, bland, stupid, or have a terrible gimmick.
Yeah. Dyer taken out by Samson. Diamond taken out by Samson. They got thrown off of high objects.
And the actual person. Yeah.
I mean, most of these calls are either injured or just not good.
Controversial.
I mean, well, I don't know. I don't really have anything for him. Like for example, Johnny Evil's on Raw right now. I know he's on Raw. Last time he appeared, he squashed Brian Perkins. Last CTP match, I guess. Brian Perkins.
And to add
Johnny
to what
Evil,
we said earlier, yes.
I could put him in a feud with Samson, but he already faced Samson at the draft. So I'm trying to you shouldn't do the repeat feuds WWE style. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's why you don't use Dino Man on NXT, huh? Superkick because he's boring or bland or whatever, dumb or whatever you said. Is that why?
No. Okay. Well. Okay. All right. It's time to shoot. Originally,
I told you.
Yes. Originally, yes, but then J&W brought me this fantastic idea for a repackage that I already told you about. That's going to be happening soon. And if you want to know what it is, everybody else, watch the next episode of NXT.
This guy's plugging his tail off.
The whole time.
All right,
go.
next.
Well, hold on,
wait. Next question.
No. I get the plug now.
I was meaning to say there we go to transition back to you.
Yeah, I get the plug now. Okay. Speaking of Danger,
I'm fully aware.
You know he's done on Raw so far. He's cut one promo. Speaking of Danger, he will be on the next episode of Raw in a gauntlet match by Lorenzo Sampson. If he wins, he plays Sampson. Give him for the championship. So there you go.
It's going to be fantastic. I cannot wait to do
that. I can already tell this is going to be my favorite live thing we ever do.
Oh my goodness! Absolutely.
Shut your mouth.
All right.
Aside from shut your mouth, this is shut your mouth.
Let's go. Move it on. Next question.
Question is answered. All right, Mr. Super Kid Gaming. The next question is for you.
Can't wait to see how bad this one is.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Hey, Super Kid, what's the end game for Kenny Omega? I don't understand. I legit thought that Aleister Black was going to win the NXT Championship. Why didn't he win? It legit made no sense. I think that you should have given the championship to Aleister Black because Kenny Omega does not deserve to be the NXT champion. He hasn't deserved to be the NXT champion since NXT TakeOver Chicago 2 when he wrongfully defeated Drew McIntyre. It's absolutely bull. I think that you should take the belt off of him and let him go into the mid-card where he belongs.
Okay, the first thing I'm going to say is I don't disagree with you that Aleister should have won at TakeOver Atlanta, but the reason why he didn't win is I simply didn't want his victory to be in a triple threat match. I want it to be in a singles match and actually have it be crowning. That is, if he eventually does get that singles match and does get reinstated to NXT, but as we know, he might not come back at all. He's still
can I jump in there?
As of what Kurt Angle said.
Oh
yes,
my God, we gotta run in. We gotta run in.
Let me pipe in there. Nah, let's jump in on this one. Hold on. Here's why. Plain and simple. Clearly, we've seen this entire time the chase has been going on between Aleister Black and Kenny Omega. Right? Clear, right? I've been the kid from the jump. So,
I think we lost him. Oh God.
I think
we lost him.
Oh no.
I think he was. I think he's going off.
I think
we can't hear him.
Censored him. The rant censored him. Oh no.
Oh no.
The higher ups are censoring him. Great.
Oh great. This is not good.
The conspiracy against Kenny Omega continues.
Oh my goodness.
See, look at this. No one will let me let's defend Kenny Omega except for me apparently.
No one. I guess not. But
I guess so. Okay, I guess so. Expert's the only one that's defending him.
As that gets tried to figure it out, but no, Kenny's been chasing the NXT title literally since last season. Like, he should have been champion a long, long time ago, but a lot of terrible booking, frankly, happened then, and I fixed that, and he won the title.
Exactly.
Now, what was the third part of that question? I know it was something stupid, but I can't remember it.
I remember him saying,
I already answered the part about Aleister Black. Right, the reason why he is champion and the reason why he didn't lose is, one, Aleister doesn't need to win in a triple threat match. I feel like it should be done in a singles match, that is, if it happens, like I already said. And I feel like I could do way more with Kenny Omega than having him do an 8-week title reign with having one singular defense, and that singular defense being his championship loss. That's not how you book your top champion. You just won your championship. No. You book that championship, and you book him to make him a top heel, and you make the people hate them. So, I'm glad that you hate him, because it's clearly working. So, therefore, he will remain NXT champion. Question answered.
Poor Drew McIntyre, huh? Mr. 8-week reign himself. Poor Drew McIntyre.
Mr. 8-week reign himself, man. Poor McIntyre. I mean, hey, guys, y'all should have known from what happened last season in NXT that was coming up, and I didn't have an issue with that. I knew that was happening from the jump. I still make fun of it as a joke, but I don't really mean
yes, I hear, guys, every single day.
No,
every
it's
single
like,
day I hear you.
It's like once every 2 weeks.
Once every 2
No
weeks.
way,
Okay.
dude. No way.
Well, for me anyway. I don't talk about it much anymore. I mean, I don't have a cold though.
Okay.
Well,
Actually, all right, expert. Next question. This one's
no, you
actually
talk about Kenny Omega's something else.
We can't say on the air. Moving on. Expert, next question for you. Question is answered. Hey, SmackDown
Yes,
Bookers,
James.
aka Cole and Expert Gaming. I think. Question mark. I don't know who it is at this point.
I mean,
it always
I
switches
kinda helped book
every
the
other month
last
anyway.
sort of.
Nonetheless, I am asking a question. Tyler Bate, what made you turn him into this amazing heel? I feel that he's one of the best heels on Friday Night SmackDown, and think that he should be European champion one day. Are you, or do you have plans on putting a championship on him? Is there an end goal with William Regal?
Okay, second and third part I cannot say. You gotta watch the product, brother. First part,
we don't give away
why I turned him heel? Ooh, that's actually a pretty good question. I feel like, because Pete Dunne obviously is coming off for the he's coming off of the Dar stuff, like the AJ stuff and all that stuff. He's supposed to, I liked him for him to be in the triple threat and the
He's
title match.
Coming off of a white hot main event.
Yeah, I King of the Ring. I liked for him to be in that match. But anyway, I didn't want to leave him off SummerSlam card. So I was like, okay, who can I put him up against? Who would be a good feud that would make sense? A good, and I mean, think about it. Tyler Bate. I mean, they've always been, rivals and friends in real life, and CTP as well. So
Constantly.
So like a good, like a budded personal rivalry sink like your teeth into to make Dunne even more of like a over babyface than he already is. I think Tyler Bate turning him heel and all the stuff. Also, adding Trent Seven in there as well. For like the ultimate melodrama, and now William Regal coming in, corrupting Tyler Bate seemingly. I think it all just mashed together into something I'm really enjoying doing right now. So that
my man hasn't even said a word.
Question
and he's
answered.
Got everybody fascinated.
Question is answered. That is the question. And
that's gonna be our new gimmick now.
And whenever and I can answer another part of this. Whenever that came to me and brought about, and I seen it executed, I was like, this is absolutely perfect. And we have some plans to expand on that. And I have actually been in these plans. I've actually helped out with this. So you guys will be seeing that in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for
stop
that.
coming down me and experts' throats. Pause and start going at him. Leave us alone.
I mean, look, y'all do what y'all gotta do. I do what I gotta do sometimes, and we just go along. We just avoid. We like criticism, but like some things that makes no sense in criticism, we just ignore. Okay, guys.
Exactly.
Anyway, we actually have a decent question this time.
For me?
Yes, Super Kid Gaming.
Hey, Super Kid Gaming. You didn't lie.
It is. I'm writing to ask you this. Why did we not get another match between Buddy Murphy and Daniel Bryan? You planted the seeds perfectly for another match. Why didn't it happen? Daniel Bryan moved on pretty quickly from Buddy Murphy, which I found odd with early NXT. Early NXT was great. It still is great now, but I'm still wondering, why didn't we get another match with Buddy Murphy?
You can just hear him breathing over there while you're reciting the question.
All right.
You can hear the breath.
There's one reason I'm going to keep behind the doors and keep that locked away. But Buddy Murphy's injured. Bryan messed his leg up at Chicago, and then he hurt his leg even more on NXT and potentially tore his ACL. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up, because soon we're going to hear an update from the man. I can't say when, because he's not returning my calls. But nonetheless, blame Coltrane. Question answered.
Okay, guys. All right. This was all me. I felt like they didn't, after the best of 5, I felt like they didn't need another match. And still to this day, I think everything worked out. Okay, imagine if we did get one. Would the Darren Talls and stuff would have happened? Still would happen? Huh?
Yes, because Murphy's only been injured for 2 months. A knee injury takes at least 6 months to heal from.
At least.
A knee injury takes at least 6 months to heal from. So as far as we know,
I thought you were going to do it immediately afterwards.
Murphy's hurt. Why would I do that with a hurt person? No, he can't walk. How can he wrestle? Oh my God! Question answered. Expert. Somebody.
Okay. I'm sorry. It is. Look, that was a cold call, and I think at the end of the day, it's gonna work out. Buddy Murphy's gonna be much better. I promise. Okay.
Just wait till January.
Oh, we gotta run in together. We're getting run in.
We blame you for all of this.
All of
it?
Oh my goodness.
We get his match. Is he going to get his match?
Well, we can't sit on the air. I'm not sure.
Okay.
We can discuss this after it's over. Okay.
This one is all called for. Okay. This one is all called for.
All cold.
All my fault.
Every single last bit of it. He was pushing us on it too. You were pushing us on it. Like, no, we shouldn't do it. Doesn't make sense. Well, we know what we're doing. They got it.
And if it didn't make sense, why would someone ask us, where's the next match? Where's the next match?
There you go. Oh, real quick about the whole thing with Kenny Omega and Aleister Black. For those who are mad that Kenny Omega was the NXT champion, too bad. Too freaking bad. I was working at NXT part of season 6. And regardless, Kenny Omega was going to get that NXT title. But I didn't care who was champion. If it was Dar, it would have happened. If it was Drew, oh well, it would have happened. Either way, Kenny Omega was getting that belt and he was dropping it. He would have still lost it.
If it was Adam Cole,
he still lost it.
He still would have lost it. Kenny Omega wins. Low. End of story.
Okay, good. Finally, want to get my piece out on that. And by the way, there's one word to describe what's happening with Black and Omega. Chase. That's it. It's a chase. It's all a freaking chase. And there's a story. If you watch NXT, there's a story with him attacking Kurt Angle and doing all this other stuff and now being suspended. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it's all a part of pleasant storytelling. If you follow it for 5 seconds, you might pick up on something. Same with the stuff with Hangman Page. And with that being said, I leave you farewell.
Farewell, Jane.
Snap on anybody else.
Please do it. I can just hear in his voice that he is mad.
Yo, get some phone questions.
Because it's your fault.
Oh my goodness. Hey, I'm just here getting the questions that I get. These are the emails I get every single week.
Keep choking on your words. Yeah.
Okay. Next question. It's an interesting one too. All right, Expert Gaming. He said, "Hey, Expert, I am a massive fan of you. Your content on CTP."
Hi and hey, like we're friends.
Okay.
What?
It's an email. That's what you.
Come on, go on. Come on, continue.
Okay. My question to you is, why didn't Johnny Gargano win the WWE Championship? I felt like he could have won the WWE Championship earlier in the season, and you could have had a chase between him and Finn Balor, because I have a feeling that these two are not done. My other question is, why are we not getting another match between them? What is with Finn Balor and the Elites? Question mark. I don't know why those two would be people with each other. It just makes no sense to me. Like Finn Balor is better as a babyface than as a heel. That's one of the worst parts of Monday Night Raw, in my opinion. Can you answer this for me?
Okay, for the first part of your question, sir or ma'am, or non-binary,
or idiot.
answer the first part of your question. Once again, hashtag blame Cole. All right. Okay, we're moving on. Second part of your question. Okay. Somebody clip that scream. Second part of your question. Why did that happen? I explained it in the promo on Raw last week. Promo on Raw.
Yes.
So if it wasn't for
just email and complain, you would know something for a change.
Oh my god! If it wasn't for Finn Balor, the Young Bucks wouldn't be where they are right now in real life. Okay, he brought them into the Bullet Club, which started the Elite, and then now look at this. Now we're at AEW. Okay, so basically, if it wasn't for Finn Balor, the Young Bucks wouldn't be the Young Bucks.
Wait! I influenced Balor winning the belt?
No, what?
That was always planned.
Oh my god. Okay, listen. Oh my god, I can't even speak. So okay, I'll explain it to you. All right, Finn Balor, he obviously formed the Bullet Club in Japan. Okay, it started off with him, Bad Luck Fale, Carl Anderson, Tama Tonga. Then eventually he brought in the Young Bucks after their awful TNA run. He brought in the Young Bucks to the Bullet Club, and then obviously from there, once AJ took over, the Bullet Club soared in popularity, and the Young Bucks became super popular. The shirts and all that stuff, Hot Topic, everything, all in. And now AEW, okay? That's why. So basically everything. So in storyline, Young Bucks believe
you missed one important part. Your boy Kenny Omega.
Yeah, Kenny Omega, of course.
AJ's ass out the Bullet Club.
But yeah, in storyline, if it wasn't for Finn Balor, the Young Bucks wouldn't be the Young Bucks where they are today. Where they are today, pretty much.
Correct.
Is what the thing is, okay? So they feel like the old Finn Balor, they're indebted to him, so they were paying the favor. That's why.
So yes, if you guys watched wrestling outside of WWE, you would know the things we're doing in the series. Imagine that.
Or guys, Google exists.
Google.
Yes. Or you could just read Finn Balor's promo last week. That could have worked too.
Or you can just watch the product.
Pause and read, sir, or ma'am, or non-binary.
Or non-binary, whoever you are.
All right, Cole. Question answered. Next.
Hey, Super Kick Gaming. I am a good fan of NXT, but I do have a little criticism. First off, why was Sasha Banks and Candice LeRae a loser leaves WWE? I thought that Sasha Banks was going to be a established player of NXT. Now don't get me wrong because I know you yell at people a lot. Don't yell at me. But I know that Candice LeRae was supposed to win the match, and it made sense logically. But why is Sasha Banks still not around? Can you answer that for me? But I also got one more thing. With the tag team division, I love Lundrick, but it did make sense for them to lose at NXT TakeOver Atlanta. Are you planting the seeds for a brand new team potentially to take the belts off of them? Or was that just a way to keep the belts on them a little bit longer until they lose them at the next TakeOver? I know you can't answer that, but I just want your opinions on that one. Massive fan of you, and I hope you have a great day. And happy 420.
Thank you. And I can actually answer that question in full. Because, well, everyone, if you watch this, or if you haven't watched NXT, go watch it now, because spoilers. Okay, welcome back. Glad you enjoyed it. As you saw, Brian Kendrick, injured. So, next week, we will find out what happens with the tag titles. Originally, what you said about the next takeover, yes, that was going to happen. But, as far as everything else, with the new teams coming in, possibly, you are going to have to watch the next episode of NXT to find that out. So, with that being said, question answered. And I appreciate the happy 420. This is not my favorite emailer.
Yeah, he.
Oh yeah, that one, and the reason Sasha's not around, it was a loser leaves match. She lost. Can't be around.
Yeah,
that's simple.
Pretty much.
Hope you enjoyed the day.
Next
Happy
question.
Whatever day you're watching this
we only question. Got these are the we got two more. We got this round and the next round.
Two more? Ooh, okay.
and then we're gonna answer the big question and then in the title, and then that will be it for this stream. Hey, expert, I'm not gonna hold you too
Jesus.
long here. My big question is, first off, I absolutely love the Intercontinental Championship scene right now. Jay White
Oh,
is
come
utterly
on.
fantastic, and I don't give two damns what Cole thinks about it. Anyway, I love the storytelling that you have been doing with the Intercontinental Championship. Was Rusev always planned to come back around this time, or were you ever
Probably.
going to save him for WrestleMania?
Oh,
Man,
WrestleMania,
that's a
no,
long way away.
not that far out. But at one point, he was come back maybe a little bit later, like for a very like a little later. But I was like, nah. Well, actually,
So what,
it was gonna be I was
October?
gonna be at SummerSlam at first. So after like the Jay White and Ibushi matches come out, but I had to push it back to the next Raw because especially after that match, I feel like that would have taken away from like the actual match,
100%.
Rusev's return. So I pushed it back to the Raw after SummerSlam. The whole reason why the match with Leon Ruff even happened is it was it was a vehicle for the Rusev return. So yeah.
Oh.
It was come back a little bit later at first, but eventually I decided on first SummerSlam, then the Raw after SummerSlam. So
My man Jay White wasn't even on the recent episode of Raw.
he was not. No, it was the first.
My mind's
It was
correct.
the first time he has been on Raw since like before Vengeance.
Before
I don't
Vengeance,
think anybody even noticed.
Maybe he had missed one Raw and lived maybe Payback or King of the Ring actually.
Bring back
Probably
Jay
King of the
White,
Ring.
please.
He'll be back
Triple
soon
H
enough.
or no, Chris Jericho.
Yeah, come on.
Wait, never mind. Now I know why he's gone. Chris Jericho's the GM.
probably.
But yeah, okay.
All right.
See, look, it's simple, effective, easy, no yelling. Question answered.
All
Fuck
right.
you.
Your second to last question, Super Kick Gaming.
Yay.
All right. Hey, Super
Please
Kick.
do it, man.
I
Hi.
have one teensy tiny complaint from NXT this week.
Why are they all complaints?
Why did MJF join the Big Money Men? Question mark. That to me, he doesn't fit the group. I love me some Powerhouse Hobbs. He is great, and I hope he kicks
glad to hear
RVD's
that.
tail next week on NXT in the revamp era.
also
Love
glad to
that tagline, by the way. But MJF, he just seems to not be a good fit for me for Big Money Men. Could you explain the reasoning why he's there? Have a great day.
Yes, the reason is because honestly, I wanted this whole entire MJF showing up thing to be like a supernatural thing, like not necessarily like supernatural. Oh, flippy this that, flip the lights off and all that, but like feeling like an actual moment that can happen. So that's the main reason why I incorporated the Big Money Men. Like, hey, I heard you like money. You want some money? Come work for me. And that's how I put all that together. It's really, honestly, that's the main point. So, I guess question answered. There you go.
Awesome. All right,
It's mostly
expert.
loose association.
This is going to be your last question for this month. We'll be back next month for more Newswire.
We will.
But yeah.
This is every like 2 weeks.
Well, next. Well, I was thinking of doing. Do y'all want every 2 weeks or every month?
Every whenever, man. It don't matter to me.
All right.
Anyway.
We'll do one every 2 weeks then. Okay. This one your last one until 2 weeks from now. Okay. So
Yes.
this fan is saying, and I quote, "Hey, expert, I love Monday Night Raw. It is one of the best brands in CTP. Thank you so much for creating some of the best storylines in the series. But it's not a complaint. I'm just curious. Kevin Owens in Undisputed Era. What made you think of doing that? And why did Adam Cole leave and lose the way he did? Why didn't the Undisputed Era kick out Adam Cole?
I always thought if Adam Cole was going to lead the Undisputed Era, that he was going to be kicked out, and someone was going to take his place. But Kevin Owens, I did not see coming, especially from how he destroyed Sami Zayn and had his blood on his shirt at the King of the Ring. That was awesome, by the way. Very, very great detail. But Kevin Owens joining the Undisputed Era was sudden and abrupt and amazing. But why did you pick Kevin Owens and not anybody else? Hope you're having a great day and continue making Raw the best brand, as you say in your comments and premieres.
Well, okay. First part of the question, I decided to have Kevin join Undisputed Era because I think it made sense. Because I mean, think about it. Undisputed Era was like a group of like 4 friends from the Indies. You know, they're coming together in WWE. Same thing. It's still same thing with Kevin Owens in there because
and Kevin Owens is the indie guy.
Yeah,
he was literally called Mr. Wrestling.
He's bringing that back, by the way, in CTP. You see that on Raw. He is like him and Roddy are friends. Him and Kyle are friends. Him and Bobby are friends. So I thought, just like Adam Cole, kind of makes sense to kind of just like slot him in there. And also, as you can tell on Raw, he's this different Undisputed Era now with him in charge and the same thing. Like they're all winning now. They're all like more violent than ever, more vicious under Kevin Owens, his leadership. And secondly, second part of the question,
Adam, Kevin Owens machine.
True. With Adam Cole, I mean, basically they get kicked out of the group. That's stipulation of the match. But it's was kicked out in the traditional way you would expect, be kicked out of the group. But
yes.
So yeah,
as you guys can tell, we don't like doing things traditional.
So yeah, he was kicked out of the group, but he wasn't kicked out, traditionally. Basically.
Never.
So question answered.
Nothing happens.
All right. Our last question, Super Kid Gaming, is actually a pretty good one, okay?
Oh.
Hey, Super Kid, I actually love the way that you were integrating calls into the series.
Good.
Aaron Talton is one of my favorites in the series, outside of the most recently, Chris Crossburn. Is that how you spell it? I think
How
that's how
you spell it.
He spelled it C. This is a he, by the way. He said he actually has his pronouns in the email. He said Crossburn.
Yeah.
That's how you got it right. You got it right, man. Good job. But I digress. What made you do Darren Talton versus Daniel Bryan? Like, why those two of all people? Are we going to see a call potentially fight for the NXT or World titles on either brand? This is a question for Expert Gaming too, if you want to ask it. Are we ever going to see a World title match with the calls in it? I really, really want to see that because I love calls in CTP. The right call makes the brand for me. For me, NXT has the best calls out of the entire series.
Accurate.
They have calls with feelings, personal stories. Dwayne Frost is my second favorite in the series because of the story with him and Nate Shields and the passion and will that he has going after Lorenzo Sampson and how Lorenzo Sampson is breaking up their friendship. That is absolutely incredible to me and one of the best stories in the series. I don't care what anybody says, the call stories are the best. I cannot wait to see what Lorenzo Sampson does next to harm others. He's a god that just keeps destroying lives. Every single person he meets, their lives be destroyed in some way. Look at the likes of Mikey Dyer.
Hey, all right. Enough putting over Samson. All right. Come on.
Keep putting him over. Keep putting me over.
However.
I'm reading the email. Okay, this is what the email says. Okay, but okay, etc. All right. A Super Kid. Are we really going to see a call fight for the NXT Championship? We, the fans, deserve to see it. I want to see it, and I personally think a call can personally defeat Kenny Omega. Give me Kenny Omega versus Dwayne Frost. I want to see that match in full force. Give him 20 minutes and let Dwayne Frost culminate the story that he is on and defeat the best out machine.
Can you, an expert, answer that question for me? Hope y'all
Wow.
have a great day and continue making CTP the premier brand. And hey,
You
Anderson
damn right.
on YouTube.
Okay. Wow. That's a very good question. Apart from putting over Lorenzo Sampson, fuck that dude.
Keep doing
nonetheless.
it. Keep doing it.
Originally, the original reason why I did Darren Tarleton versus Daniel Bryan was simply because they're both cut from the same cloth of technical wrestlers, and I thought the match would simply mesh very, very well for TakeOver. And by that point, I'd already been established because I'd wrestled Dolph Ziggler and Omega at that point, so he'd already be known to be a good professional wrestler. And what other way to show that by putting him against the best professional wrestler on the roster? But the other part of that is I felt like it needed more story, so I incorporated the real life feelings of myself, having Brian being my favorite professional wrestler ever, and incorporating that into the story, and I thought it turned out very well. As for a call potentially challenging for the NXT Championship, I think it's very possible considering Nate Shields and Darren have already both faced off with Kenny Omega before. Now, expert, I think it's your turn to answer whatever is needed to be answered on your part.
I guess this is kind of the same question. About like if we'll see him challenge for a WWE Championship or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I can't say. I cannot say. You gotta watch. You gotta watch the show. Maybe one day we'll get, I don't know, Danger versus Balor or Danger versus
Honestly,
Cruz, whoever.
With how stacked how stacked Raw's been with the main talent, I don't see it happening this season. Maybe next season, but probably not this. You know?
Right. Yeah.
And as for Friday Night SmackDown on my end, well, and Express end, I don't
That's
see
what
any.
we were talking about.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I already answered. You're good.
Okay. All right, guys. That is the end of questions for them. I have a question that I'm personally going to answer real quick. And that's the title of the video. It said, "Will CTP ever expand?" And I will say this, and I'm going to make it quick because I gotta get on out of here. But eventually, someone brought up a thing called a CTP extended universe. I do want to do that one day, but that takes getting more people trained, getting more people recruited into CTP to make that fully work. Like I have to make sure you can produce a show on your own because I can't rely on now with three people, the three of us to do everything.
Up to a certain standard, that is.
And up to a certain, like it has to be a certain standard and quality. Whenever you're making shows and matches and stuff like that. So
the matches, that will the booking, everything. You gotta be good at it all, basically.
Yeah. So like to bring in an AEW or to bring in New Japan or something like that, because I do want to do that.
Or to bring in a Ring of Honor.
Yes, like and stuff like that. Like I do want to do stuff like that, but that takes time and getting people trained. I know I have some people in Universal Award that we're training right now, but they don't have any. They're just training on storylines right now. We haven't even trained them on getting them ready to produce a match or even know how to. They don't even know what they're. Some of them don't know. Don't even have never made a Universal match in their life. You know what I'm saying?
And it doesn't help because 2K22 is not a good game to do universe mode like content on.
Exactly. And most of them sold their 2K19 and so they don't have it anymore. So that's a tough situation that we're going in to do that with. You know? So like a CTP extended universe mode is definitely on the table. As of right now, that is not happening. But in the future, you never know. Maybe we might get some more quality YouTubers recruited, and we may have a universe mode where you have a CTP, New Japan, and AEW running around while you still have the WWE series going around. We'll see what happens. Annette, y'all got anything y'all want to add on that question?
Yes. Watch the next episode of NXT.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
all.
Expert, you got anything?
I do actually.
Watch the next episode of NXT.
Watch the next episode of the.
That's all he's got. That's all he's got. That's all he's got.
Watch the next episode of the highest news show in CTP every single week, baby. Clearing everybody. Monday Night Raw.
NXT.
Actually, you guys can catch the new wave of Friday Night SmackDown coming your way very soon.
You suck.
With the Walter European Championship Open Challenge that's coming this week. Also, we have our banger main event. Okay, it's gonna be great.
Let's hope.
Banger.
Lord.
Banger.
I hope. Good Lord.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've been your host, Coach Train. It's been a fun podcast. We've had some fun. Hope y'all enjoyed it. A live edition. It's great.
There's a lot to take away from this. I have a feeling this is going to go down in history as either good or bad.
I think it's going to be good. I think this was a great idea. It really was. And we'll be back with another live edition of this in very soon. But the next time you're probably going to see content on this channel is maybe something else, but probably Friday Night SmackDown. Hope y'all enjoyed it anyway, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Either SmackDown or a teaser for something, but a teaser for
we'll see. One or two things, yeah. All right, y'all do y'all outros, and we're out of here. Come on, Super Kick, hit it.
Man, I'm gonna be real. I don't feel like it this time. I'm gonna see what you got. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Well, you already know the thing already. Make sure you all like, subscribe, and share. Remember to be glorious at every single thing you do, and be phenomenal or be forgotten. And super kick that like button.
Yes.